Okay, and now it's time for an embarrassing, or my embarrassing period story. Oh. Okay, so this takes place on Amtrak. On Amtrak train, though. And I don't remember if I'm leaving New York or coming back to New York. I don't remember. But that's not the important part. So I was on my period and I had a pad on. And you know, I'm on Amtrak. Like I'm on this train for several hours. And I go to the bathroom and I noticed I get up. Oh my God. Basically, I bled all over the seat. I bled all over Amtrak. Like, yeah. I bled all over the train. And so I go to the bathroom, and there's blood. See, here's what happened. And of course, every woman knows this. I was wearing a pad, so what happens is the pad itself actually just kind of like shifted. So sitting in one spot for so long, you just hemorrhage and leak, and yeah. And so there's nothing I could really do. I come back to my seat. Now, fortunately, at this time, because it's Amtrak, so you pick up people at certain spots, okay? Keep in mind, I bled all over the seat. And so finally, someone else boards the train, and it is a mom with their son. And the son was like kind of just like sitting across from their mom, like at a different row. Like I was next to the window, and the mother was in the aisle seat. So when it was time for me to actually get off the train, I just knew this woman's son was going to sit in my seat because I was actually like leaving and getting off the train. But I'm like, oh my God, I just bled all over. I bled everywhere. I bled everywhere. And I had to tell the mom, you know, don't let your, child come and sit here because I have bled. I have bled all up and down the Northeast. I have bled in several cities, several stops, several states. It was bad. And so I remember thinking, thank God it's a woman. I do remember thinking, thank God that this is a woman, because every female has experienced that. And so it went a little something like this. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm very sorry. I'm very embarrassed. But I leaked. Yeah, there's a lot of blood here. Don't let your child sit here. I'm very sorry. This is so embarrassing. There's blood everywhere here. There's blood everywhere here. And so finally it was time for me to go off the train. And on Amtrak, they have these it's just like a little cloth that they lay where your head is. So, when you lean your head back on the chair, you're not actually touching the seat. They have like a little just cloth, like a square cloth. I took that cloth that was on the head of the seat and I covered it. I covered my blood with this little cloth that's made for like the headrest. It kind of reminded me, how like these quarters or something, like there's like a dead body and they take that sheet and they lay it all over the crime scene. This is basically what I did aboard Amtrak. So yeah. And as I left the train, I remember thinking, it's okay, I'm gonna do the walk of shame, but I'm like, I'm never gonna see anybody that's on this train another day in my life. I never have to experience it. I never have to look any of these people in the eye again. But yeah, that was terrible when I was like, excuse me, there's blood. I bled all over your seat. Okay, thank you. Thanks. So that is my embarrassing period story that involves several people, several cities, and an Amtrak train. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Just, there's blood everywhere.